You guys are probably like, why the fuck do you look the same in like 20 of your videos? Or however many. And I just want to say that's because I'm recording them all on the same day. So that's why I have the same shirt on, the same hair, the same makeup, and yeah. So this is all the same day. If you see this shirt, it's probably the same day, though it may not be. We are back today with Paranormal Story Time. Yeah, I don't know what that was, so. I want to get into a paranormal story time because I had the creepiest experience after recording my last batch of paranormal videos that I want to talk to you guys about. However, first, I think I want to talk about what I believe spiritually as a person, just so you can kind of know where I'm coming from when I talk about these videos. I'm not religious, and I don't like religion at all, but if you are religious, that's perfectly fine. I respect any and all beliefs. But I do believe in God, and I am very spiritual, and I do believe in clairvoyance. I personally think that I'm very clairvoyant. You know, I have dreams that tell the future, and won't tell the future, but, you know, I'll have a dream, and the same thing will happen the next day, or, you know, things like that, or I'm very good at reading people. I can tell you, like, your whole life story just by looking at you, and that sort of thing. I think there's a God. I'm not sure if I believe in Jesus yet, though I haven't figured that out. And I think that he is like, basically the best way to explain it is, I think God's like the Force in Star Wars. I think that it's like a force, like an energy force. And there's the light side, and there's the light force, the good force, which is God, and that is like, you know, what gives us all life, and that sort of thing. And just, you know, the energy all around us. And it's just this sort of like thing that we can't even begin to imagine what God is, because it's not human. It's out of this world. So we can't even begin to imagine it, you know. It's like if we were blind, and if everyone in the world was blind since the beginning of time, we wouldn't even be able to begin to imagine what the color red is. No one would know what red is, or what a color is, or anything like that. That's sort of how God is. And then there's a dark force, which is like evil. Which I don't necessarily know if I believe in like a Satan or like a head of evil, but there is, you know, evil. So I made those paranormal videos, and I was laying in bed that night, and I was like editing them and that sort of thing, and rewatching them, and I was kind of really thinking about the experiences I was talking about that I had. And all of a sudden, like, there's a door in there's two doors in the living room, because the house that we live in is one bedroom. My roommate sleeps in the bedroom, and I sleep in the living room on this futon that's behind me that I'm like tilting up and down. So there's two doors, right? And one of the doors, like, if you don't lock it, it's always opening because like the wind and whatever. So I'm sitting there, and the door like opens really fast, and it like opened fast enough to kind of like make me jump. But I was like, whatever, you know what I mean? It must just be the wind. It must be really windy outside, whatever. So I go back to the video, and I'm, you know, editing the little video away, and you know, cutting out parts and making lots of jump cuts, because I love lots of jump cuts in my videos like this. All of a sudden, after the door opened, I feel like this really evil feeling, and like as if there was like this weight on like the energy in the room. Like the air in the room feels really heavy and almost like wavy. You know what I mean? Like, it's really hard to explain. Like, the air just gets like heavy and like compressed and like almost like dizzy and like lightheaded, and I just feel like this intense, like scary, like I just felt like someone was watching me from like where the door was open. I couldn't even look at where the door was open. I like knew something was watching me, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. Oh my god, this is where I die. And I was like getting really freaked out because there was like something watching me. So, you know, whenever you get scared or something, what I do at least is I then submerge myself even more in what I'm doing. So I went from like casually editing to like trying to like forget that I feel this like evil thing. watching me that's about to fucking kill me. So then I'm editing away, and I feel, like I said, the door's open. I feel something watching me. It's evil. I'm gonna die. And all of a sudden, in front of me, I see, well, I'm looking down on my computer, and I see something out of the corner of my eye, like in front of me. And I look up, and I am not kidding you. I literally see this ball of light floating, like, in front of me. It was like, you know, probably 10 feet in front of me. And I stared at this ball of light. It was not a bug. It was not whatever the fuck else. It was a ball of light. Like a mini flashlight beam or something. But there was no, like, beam. It was just the ball. It was like a circle of light. And it was about like the size of a golf ball. It was like 10 feet in front of me. And I literally stared directly at it for like at least a minute, like a full minute. And it kind of like went up and came around and went away and then came back for a second. And I literally watched it. And after it went away, I was definitely still creeped out, but I didn't feel like I was being watched anymore. And I felt like this really strong feeling like it was two separate things. Like, the ball of light did not feel threatening. Sounds so, the ball of light. Of course a ball of light is not threatening, but you know what I mean. So, it was really scary. It was really creepy. And so I keep editing. I start posting about it on Facebook like crazy because it was fucking nuts. I have to tell someone, even though it's like 1 in the morning. And I keep editing, right? And then later, I get up to go get one of my little Greek yogurt bars out of the freezer. And there's like a window by the door, right? So I walk over to the freezer and I get one of my little Greek yogurt bars. I'm still a little creeped out. And I literally see like this big black shadow outside one of the windows. And I'm feeling like I'm watched, and I can see it out of the corner of my eye. So I slowly look over to the window, and it just like moves real fast. And it creeps me the fuck out. And again, I am like, this is it. I'm gonna die. I like keep the refrigerator door open so there's still light, and I back out of the kitchen, and as I'm doing that, do you know what happened? Do you know what fucking happened? I kid you fucking not. I see the ball of light again, right in front of my face. Right there. Right in front of my face. Again. The second time that night. And again, I am staring at this fucking thing, and it's literally a circle of... Thanks. Thank you. Thanks for that. Now I have to start over. And it is literally a circle of light. Literally. Like, literally. It's a little transparent. Like, it is not a fucking bug. It is not a bug. I'm staring at it, and this one lasts like 30 seconds. And then it was gone. I stayed up the rest of the night with all the lights on in the house, and it was scary as fuck. Scary as fuck. Yeah, that is what happened after I made those videos. It's pretty fucking scary, and I really hope I didn't invite something into this house, and I really hope I'm not like haunted now, because I will die of fear. Because that's how fucking terrified I am of that shit. Like, no kidding, I swear to God, if I see that shit again, I am just burning the fucking house down. This isn't gonna be no fucking, like, The Conjuring shit, where I, like, try to fucking have people come in here and, like, figure it out and no. I'm burning the bitch down.